And we have the breaking news in right now. United States Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has said that the country has decided to send a terminal high altitude area defense system as well as additional Patriot battalions to the Middle East to increase its force posture there following recent escalations by Iran and its proxy forces across the region. These steps will bolster regional deterrence efforts, increase force protection for US forces in the region and assist in the defense of Israel. Following detailed discussions with President Joe Biden on recent escalations by Iran and its proxy forces across the Middle East region, today I directed a series of additional steps to further strengthen the Department of Defense posture in the region. As Israel makes it clear it will continue invading Hamas, Egypt on Saturday called for a peace summit for negotiations between Israel and Gaza. Here's all you need to know.
Egypt's President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi organized a summit calling for an end to the war. On agenda was humanitarian aid to Gaza, ceasefire negotiations and the resumption of Israel-Palestine peace talks. In attendance were the Prime Ministers of Iraq, Italy, Spain, Greece and Canada and the President of the European Council. However, no consensus has been reached.
ويخطئ في فهم طبيعة الشعب الفلسطيني من يظن أن هذا الشعب الأبي الصامد راغب في مغادرة أرضه حتى لو كانت هذه الأرض تحت الاحتلال أو القصف. كما أؤكد للعالم بوضوح ولسان مبين وبتعبير صادق عن إرادة وعزم جميع أبناء الشعب المصري فردا فردا إن تصفية القضية الفلسطينية دون حل عادل لن يحدث وفي كل الأحوال لن يحدث أبدا على حساب مصر.
UK has called for the Israeli military to exercise restraint in Gaza.
I'm sure we all share the revulsion at Hamas's murderous acts of terrorism, the targeting of the civilians, the murdering of children, the desecration of dead bodies. And I'm sure we're all distressed by the plight of Palestinian civilians in Gaza, whose lives have been made harder, more painful and more dangerous because of the brutal attacks by Hamas on the 7th of October. And we all mourn the dead, both Israeli and Palestinian.
Raising concerns, the Italian premier asserted war must not become a much wider conflict.
Di tutti i leader seduti attorno a questo tavolo, e cioè l'interesse a che quello che sta accadendo a Gaza non diventi un conflitto molto più ampio, non si trasformi in una guerra di religione, in uno scontro tra civiltà, perché l'impressione che ho io, e lo dirò con la franchezza diciamo che mi è propria, è che per le modalità con le quali si è svolto fosse questo il vero obiettivo dell'attacco di Hamas. Non difendere il diritto del popolo palestinese, ma costringere a una reazione contro Gaza che minasse alla base ogni tentativo di dialogo e creasse un solco incolmabile tra i paesi arabi, Israele, l'Occidente, compromettendo definitivamente pace e benessere per tutti i cittadini coinvolti, compresi quelli che si dice di voler difendere e rappresentare.
Turkey rallied its support behind Palestine.
Israel should be urged that the temporary so-called victories did not bring long-term security in the course of history. It will not bring this time too. Israel exploits the solidarity of some countries as an open check for unleashing a blind rage on Palestinians, such a rage which even targets mosques and hospitals. On the other hand, I would like to remind that unconditional military aid to Israel or coercing regional countries to unrealistic and unsustainable plans serve nothing but deepening occupation.
And Palestine has called for a United Nations Peace Summit in Cairo.
من محاولات تهجير شعبنا في غزة إلى خارجها، كما نحذر من أي عمليات طرد للفلسطينيين من بيوتهم أو تهجيرهم من القدس أو الضفة الغربية. لن نقبل بالتهجير وسنبقى صامدين على أرضنا مهما كانت التحديات.
With Israel gearing up for next move, the situation